So, as an OnlyFans agency owner who is blessed and lucky and fortunate enough to have an agency that actually generates, considerable amounts of revenue, thank God, I find that I spend most of my time, well, not really most of my time, I spend a considerable amount of my time monitoring my chatters. Chatters require monitoring, unfortunately, and when you are the boss, your monitoring will be the most effective. And what I've noticed is that since chatting is sales and sales is an emotional game, a lot of times our emotions can get the better of us and they can affect our mindset. And I've noticed some harmful mindsets that my chatters may have. And if my chatters have them, then I know for a fact that your chatters have them. Or if you are a chatter, then you probably have them. I'm not saying they all have this. I'm not saying anything bad about my team or anything like that. And none of them, well, few of them have actually communicated any of these things to me directly. But based on my experience and based on what I know about sales, I feel like it's pretty safe to say that these things apply to, a good portion of them, at least some of the time. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number one, the most harmful mindsets, or one of the most harmful mindsets that holds chatters back, is that they don't like being a chatter. They either don't like being a chatter or they don't like the work itself. Now, I understand, I had a job once. I had a job for most of my life, and I understand that, just the fact of you having a job, even if it's a sales job and you're afforded a considerable amount of freedom in the job as long as you sell, and that's what I do for my team. Like, if my team is selling and they're doing a good job and they're following the fundamentals, I don't need to ride them. I'm not going to be up their ass fucking looking for problems. But if they're not doing that, then obviously I do have to look, and that's the reason why they must be monitored. But anyway, if you're a chatter, maybe it's possible you don't like the job. You don't like being a chatter. Yeah, you're used to it or you're good at it, but you're not in love with it, right? You're not fucking obsessed with it. You don't like it. You're dreaming of the day where you can stop and you can go be a yoga teacher, or you can go be a blogger or something, right? I remember when I was selling hair straighteners, yeah, we made money, and yeah, we were the most glamorous ones, whether that's at the mall or the trade show. But how much is that really helping you in your real life? If you're the coolest booth at the trade show, whoa, you're a celebrity at the trade show. Oh, you work at the hair booth? No way, right? Is that when you're on your fucking 6 hours of flying on Monday back to your 1-bedroom apartment, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, the point is that, just to continue that, sorry, I'm all over the place today. I'm fucking tired. But the point is that when we all wanted to quit. We all wanted to go do something else. And I promise you, I can go, if I go ever and do another show again and I talk to those people, I promise you I can throw a dart, and whichever one it hits, I can ask them and be like, do you want to get out of the game? Do you want to go do something else? If you had something else that you could do where you would make as much or more money, would you do it? Every single one of them would say yes. It is what it is. It's a tough job. It's emotional. You got the ups and downs. You got the highs and lows. Even if you're making money, even if you have a good lifestyle, even if you don't have the stress in your life of not being able to pay your rent, and you have enough expendable income to go and buy shit and eat dinners and take your girlfriend out or whatever, it's still stressful, and you may come to resent that stress, and that's fine. I understand. However, you have to understand that mindset is going to fuck you over. It is going to hurt you. It is going to limit the amount of sales that you make, and you do not want that. Why? It's not even about the money. It's not even about the money. What is it about? Look, when you're a chatter or when you're a salesperson, or it doesn't matter what the fuck you're selling, you have two options. Okay, that's all. You only two. There's no more than two options. One option is you have a shift where you are selling nonstop and you are trying as hard as you can to make as much money as possible, and you feel like $1,000,000. Every single sale that comes in, boom, dopamine spike, and you ride that high all the way to the end, and you're just fucking selling. Dopamine spike, boom, 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 nonstop. The other option is to not catch the wave and to have negative spikes of trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. And every time you fail, if you don't have enough successes in there, you're not going to catch the wave, and you're going to be upset, and you're going to be frustrated. You're going to start thinking negative thoughts. Your fundamentals might start to slip, and you are going to finish the shift, hating your life and looking for the exit. Those are the two options. There's no in between. Okay. Those are the only two options. Now, given those two options, which one would you prefer? Obviously, you would prefer, which one was the good one? The first one, right? You would prefer the first one. Now, in order to achieve that first one on a regular basis, you need to show up to work every day, and you need to be in the mood to sell every day. You need to love your job every day. You need to eat healthy and get enough sleep. You need to do all this shit. But most importantly is you need to have the belief in your mind that you actually enjoy what you're doing, and that you, dare I say, even love what you're doing. So that's number one. Even if it's like, I don't care about the truth. The truth doesn't matter. Oh, well, I'm lying to myself. Oh, I'm not being true to myself. Okay. Well, like I said, you have two choices. You can either have a great shift and sell a lot and feel good, or you can have a shit shift and not sell a lot and feel bad. If you have to lie to yourself, or if you have to like reorganize some of your beliefs in your mind to believe that you love what you're doing so you can have a good shift and have an enjoyable 8, 10, 12 hours, wouldn't you rather do that? Probably. So, make it work. Number 2, most harmful mindset, hold chatters back. You dislike your customers or subscribers. Now, is it possible to sell even though you don't like your subscribers? Yes, of course. Is it possible to sell even though you fucking hate your subscribers? Yes, of course. However, and now, am I saying that you should like have such strong amounts of empathy towards your subscribers that like you should never do anything in your own best interests? Also, no, don't be stupid. But if you hate your subscribers, if you hate them, if you're like, oh, I fucking hate these guys, they're so stupid. It's all the conversations with them are the same. All they want is to fucking see these pictures and see these videos. What the fuck is wrong with them? Why are they even buying this shit? These stupid Americans, these stupid, I don't know, fucking Arabs, these stupid British people. I hate them so much, right? If you have those thoughts going on in your head, ultimately, you are not going to try as hard as you could to give them a good experience. And that's what it comes down to. My new chatters, what I tell them, or one of the things that I tell them, is you need to develop a genuine interest in the person that you are talking to. When I interview somebody, or you know what, forget about that. When I have any conversation with anyone who I would like to have a second conversation with, whether this is like a girl I'm trying to date, whether this is somebody that I want to do business with, whether this is anybody who adds any value to my life at all in any way, I have to remind myself, well, now I don't have to, now it's just natural for me. But I guess intentionally develop an interest, a genuine interest in that person, and start wanting to know about them. And the effect of this, there's a couple effects. Number one, everybody likes me because I let them fucking talk about themselves, and I pretend kind of that I'm interested in them, that I want to know more. Don't underestimate the power of you appearing to be interested in somebody. They're like, oh my God, you want to know about me? Well, blah, blah, blah. And they fucking talk themselves till they're blue in the face, and then they love you for it. Like, wow, you're so cool. It's ridiculous, but it works. It's crazy, but it works. Anyway, you can't dislike your subscribers. Actively disliking them will make it much harder for you to take a genuine interest in them. You have to take a genuine interest in them, and you have to remove the thought from your head that they're inferior, that they're bad, that they're stupid. Are all those things true? Maybe. Sure. I think about it like this, okay? I could very easily, and any of you agency owners who are watching this, you probably can relate to this. Okay, so similarly to how you guys may think that subs are fucking stupid and annoying and they're worthless and what the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you just pay $200 for a 3-minute video? How fucking dumb are you? Agency owners often are very frustrated with chatters, right? It's hard to train them. It's hard to go through the hiring process. And if you have an agency owner that has these negative thoughts about chatters, oh my God, these guys are so stupid. They're so lazy. I can't believe they tried to do this. I can't believe they tried to do that. And they maintain those thoughts in their head over an extended period of time. And they think those thoughts and they obsess about them and they intensify the emotions around them. And they pour gasoline on that fire of their, emotional attitude towards their chatters. Do you think they're going to have a big chat team? Do you think they're going to have an effective chat team? Do you think their team is going to perform well, even if they hire good people? And that's the boss's attitude towards his chatters. Do you think that it's going to be a quality team? No, of course not, because he's got shit beliefs about his fucking team. Would you want to work for somebody who thinks that? Like, okay, fine. Maybe, every agency owner kind of thinks that a little bit, just like every chatter is going to kind of think that a little bit about the subscribers. Fine. Not everybody feels one way all the time, but like, do you want him to focus on that obsessively? Do you want those thoughts to take up 90% of their brain power when they're dealing with you? Of course you don't. And it's the same. Okay. So you're not going to have effective conversations with your subscribers if you feel that way. Number 3, most harmful mindset that holds chatters back. Chatting is all luck. If I get the good subs, I got the good subs. If I got the bad subs, I got the bad subs. Oh, free trial subs. Oh, these are free trial subs. Oh, he's from Reddit. He's from Twitter. Whatever. Doesn't matter. You cannot believe that. And again, a lot of this stuff, you're going to hear me repeat this, but a lot of it is like, it doesn't matter if you're right. Okay. A lot of times you can either be right or you can get what you want. What would you rather have? And let's say you can only pick one. Personally, most of the time, I'd rather get what I want. I don't need to be right. Do I even remember all the times I was right? Not really. I'm too busy living my life, and I would rather have what I want and be wrong than not have what I want and be right. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I got fucking goals. I got shit I'm trying to do. And if you took the job of chatter and you've endured it for any length of time, you probably also have shit that you want to do in your life. Like you could go and get a job as a VA, right, for $300, $400 a month, turn off your brain, copy paste, and not have to fucking worry about it. But instead you're a chatter. You want to make $2,000 a month. You want to make $3,000 a month. And that is why you are putting yourself through the emotional ups and downs of this job. It's more challenging. Now, ultimately, what you want to do is you want to convince yourself, you want to support your existence as a chatter with as much scaffolding as possible that will prop you up during times of intense negative emotions, because it's going to happen. And if you don't have those beliefs in place, if you have the belief in place of like, oh, it's all luck and you're having a bad day, what do you think the actions are going to be that you're going to take? Are you going to proactively go out and try your hardest and do all the fundamentals? Probably not. You're gonna be like, oh, well, I just didn't get the good subs today. Oh, well, I'm not lucky today. Oh, today's Saturday. Nobody buys on Saturday. Or, oh, today's Tuesday. Nobody buys on Tuesday. Or whatever fucking belief you have about like why it's your lucky day or not. Those things are not going to empower you. They're not going to make it easy for you to do all of the stuff that you know you should be doing in order to make as much money as you can and to ultimately get what you want. Number 4, harmful mindset. This is probably the most important one. I don't know why I left it to the end, but the belief that your account is not good. I really hate this. This is something that I consider so foul that I do not allow this kind of talk in the group. Okay, you want to talk about this privately? I'm not going to fucking monitor your private chats, but I definitely do not want to see anybody talk about, oh, my account's not good. Oh, you have a better account than me. No. You on the account that you think is not good, assuming similar rates of growth and all that shit. If you believe that, okay, here's the issue with that. My account's not good. If you believe that, much like if you believe any of the other things on this list, it will prevent you from working with a clear conscience and doing everything that you know you should be doing in a shift. If I believe, right, if you have, there's a really interesting study that they did on rats, right? And the scientists, or mice or something, whatever, basically what it was is they would take mice and they would do, I think it's called an exhaustion test or fatigue test. And basically what they do is they would take a mouse and they would put it in a beaker of water. And they would time the mouse to see how long it would swim until it died. It's pretty fucked up if you think about it. But they would basically do that. And what they noticed is that the mice, there were two groups. Okay, that was the control group. In the experimental group, what they would do is they would put the mouse in there, and then as soon as it like started to pass out, it would take the mouse, or I'm sorry, before it started to pass out, they would take the mouse out and they would put it like on, back on land or whatever. And what they found is that the mice that they would take out, when they put them back in, they would swim longer, and not like just a little bit longer. They would swim like a crazy amount longer. Like they would, the first group, the control group, they would swim for like, I don't know, fucking 30 minutes or something. And the second group, they would go for like 4 hours, like a crazy amount. And what's the difference there? The difference is that the experimental group, they believed that they would be rescued. They believed that what they were doing was not effective, but like they believed that what they were doing was ultimately going to pay off, or that they were going to be saved, or that there was something good that was going to happen as a result of it. So you have to also believe that as well. As corny as it sounds, as lame as it sounds, you have to think positively. You have to actually believe that what you are doing is going to work if you do it. And if you have poison thoughts like that in your head, like, oh, my account's no good. Oh, his account's much better. Oh, I can't make money on this account. Dude, like, no. Sorry. And the reason that I know this is that I know if I take a fucking crack salesperson who's a fucking monster, and that person believes in themselves and they're not a weak, emotional little bitch, I can take that person and I can put them on any account and they will make money on any account. And other people, you can take a shit salesperson who's fucking terrible and stupid and does everything wrong, and you can put them on a great account. You can put them on the best accounts in the world, and they're not going to make any money because they're fucking stupid and they don't know what they're doing. Okay. And number 5, most of the harmful mindset that holds chatters back is that most of these subs are time wasters. And again, if you believe that, you're setting yourself up for failure. Wouldn't you want to set yourself up for success? I mean, I would. Like, and this is, I'm not saying you need to delude yourself and be like, oh, I can sell to everybody and all I have to do is just work hard enough and I should keep texting this, guy who's stringing me along. No, but if you go into a situation and you're like, oh, these people are such fucking time wasters. They're just going to talk to me this whole time and they're not going to buy. What's the next logical thought? Is like, why should I even try? Why should I even keep doing this? Why should I work so hard? Oh, this sucks so much. Oh my God, I hate this job. Why am I doing this job? Oh, I should have fucking been a doctor like my mom said, or whatever. All the problem with all of these is that all of these negative thoughts, all of these negative beliefs will fuck you up. They will make it so that you do not do, again, that's like the 5th time I've said this, that you do not do the things that you know you should be doing all the time. Anyway, cool. Anyway, that's all it. Thanks for watching the video. Hit me up if you want. Peace.